Welcome back to another episode on Community Connect. We'll be continuing our conversation with Mr. Nick Dhanani. So, Mr. Dhanani, we were talking about the Dhanani Private Equity Group. So, please tell us what other ventures is the firm involved in?
So initially we started Dhanani Private Equity Group. It's a syndication company where we take everybody's money and invest in the project. And then we decided how we can enhance this company. So it's a vertically integrated company now. So we started Deepak Construction, where you can do the in-house construction. We started the Deepak Multifamily Division, we do in-house construction for the multifamily side. We have a Deepak Management, where the manages the property. Then we have a Deepak Energy, where we provide the services not only for the Deepak customer, but all the outsider people also. We started Deepak Insurance Company, so we're providing the insurance to within the Deepak and outside for all of our investors. We're providing them the insurance also for them. And then recently we started Deepak, the EB5, Dhanani International EB5, for the investors who can invest in this country within the Deepak. And not only they're going to get the return on the investment, but also they're going to get the green card to stay in this country.
Wow. So, Mr. Dhanani, tell us more about the EB5. What does the project look like? What does the process look like? And if you can walk us through the overall process.
So, EB5 is practically is a USCIS program where the investors can invest $800,000 into the economy of this country through a regional center. And after investing that money and creating 10 employees, full-time employees, they can able to get the green card for the entire family.
Okay.
So if I'm going to tell you how this process works, so obviously USCIS government gave us 5 different regional centers over here in the United States. So we are covering entire state of Arkansas, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, and Texas. We have started our first project here in Houston, a suburb of Houston. It's called Magnolia. We are building about 300 multifamily apartment complex over here.
Okay.
And it's a $67 million project. $37 million we're raising the money from the bank as a senior debt loan. And rest of the $30 million equity side, the $20 million will be coming from the EB5, and we are injecting $10 million of our own money into that project. $800K, which means I can able to provide them 25 people a complete visa. When we got the economy study done on this project, we have about 587 employment over there. So we can able to get about 58 people visas over there in this particular project. But we decided to give only half of it, which is about 25 people. So the way this process works is that you sign the PPM, you understand the project, and you're ready to invest the money. You engage your own attorney. Your attorney will review the document. Once everything is agreed on it, and then they're going to go ahead and send the money to the escrow account. The money sits in the escrow account, the $800K. When both the parties satisfied with all the documents, paperwork, and everything, the money is being released to our regional center. And that regional center, which is Dhanani International EB5, go ahead and give that money to our company, which is doing actual project. So we call it NCE over here, and we call the JCE down here. So JCE is a job creating entity, the company which is doing the project and creating the jobs over there. So the NCE company is going to go ahead and deploy the fund to the JCE, will do the project. It typically takes about 3 years time frame to complete the project, finish the project, stabilize the project, exit the project, and give the money back to the investors. Then applicant is depend where he was born, not which citizenship he's holding, where he was born. So let's say if a person is born in Pakistan. So Pakistani people will get the interview call within 12 to 18 months time frame. If it comes from India, typically timeline is about 2.5 to 3 years. Because there's a lot of applicants from India. If it's coming from Vietnam, it takes about 4.5 to 5 years. If it comes from China, it takes about 5 to 6 years time frame. So depend on the applicant where they're coming from, which country they're coming from. And if you're living within the United States in the different visa sector, you'll get the call within 3 to 6 months time frame.
Okay.
So how this process works is you go ahead and release the fund to the company,
Okay.
and you file I-526.
Okay.
Once you file the I-526 and then wait the call from the USCIS to call you for the interview, you'll get the call wherever you're from. If you're from Pakistan, 12 to 18
Okay.
months time frame. You go to the consulate and you tell them, okay, I've invested in this company, and they're going to go ahead and issue you the temporary green card. Once I'm going to go and finish the project, our timeline to finish the project is about 24 months. Once my project has been completed, we're going to go ahead and file I-956 from here. Once the I-956 has been filed from this side, which means that the job has been completed, money has been deployed in this country, and the employment has been created. You'll get the second call from the office. At that time, you can file the 956 on your end. So your temporary green card, they're going to take it away from you, and they'll provide you the permanent green card.
Okay.
So it's a process is about 2 years to get the permanent green card, and the process of getting your investment back is about 3 years time frame.
Okay.
USCIS basically look for two things from the investor side. Most primary thing is the investment. So the source of fund and the path of fund. That 800K, where you're sending the money from, and how did you get your money? Now, you can say it, I sold my home, I sold my property, I sold this. That's fine. You have to show your source of fund. Also, you can borrow the money also. So, okay, I have 400K and the other 400K I'm borrowing from my friends, family. That's fine. Or you can take the gift from anybody. You don't have to be blood relative. Anybody can give you the gift. And you can say, okay, this person gave me 100K, this person gave me 100K, this person gave me 100K, and you accumulate this thing. All they're looking for is a source, where it's coming from.
Okay.
Okay, and who's providing that money. Second thing is about your background check. They would like to see the person who's applying for it, what kind of background he's got, whether he's coming, any wrongdoing institution was involved in it, or I'm not going to name anyone, but they just want to look at your background check, make sure that you're having a clean background, and the source of fund is good. That's the two things they look for on your end. The two things they look on our side also, as a sponsor. What they look for after taking that money, whether I've taken the money and go on vacation with that money, or actually we have deployed that money into the economy of this country. That's what they look for. They're deploying the money in the economy of this country. And after money is being deployed in this country, whether we created the employment or not.
Okay.
So if these four things matches, no one can stop you to get your green card.
Thank you, Mr. Dhanani, for explaining that in such detail. I do want to ask you, from the investor's point of view, if somebody is considering pursuing EB5, are there any risks involved, and how do you mitigate those?
Okay, so I really don't want to start the EB5, and the reason I started doing the EB5 that we've been doing the real estate project for about 15 years, never lost the money in the single project. And a lot of our people are investing the money into the EB5, trying to get the green card, trying to get the security for their family, trying to look for the future for the family in this country. And they end up in the wrong company. Not only they did not get the green card, but they already lost all their $800,000. See, $800,000, it's a significant amount of money. For us here in US, and forget about it, the people coming from the third world country or Pakistan, when you do the equation of 1 times 285 rupees, Pakistani rupees, or if the Indians 1 to 86. So it's a big number, it's a big risk. So how to go ahead and give them a protection? So what we decided that we're going to go ahead and take that EB5 equity and give the priority over our money. So God forbid, if the project ever loses money, first $10 million, I will lose my own money before it touches to the EB5 pool.
Okay.
we've been very blessed. We've never lost the money in the single project. But if I'll ever lose the money in the future from or this particular project, the EB5 project, first $10 million, I'll lose it from my own pocket before it touches the EB5 money.
Yeah. That's great to know. And also, where have most of your investors been from? Are they from all over the world?
So investor could be from any part of the world.
Okay.
They could be sitting in GCC. They could be sitting in India, Pakistan. They could be sitting in Bangladesh, Africa, Nigeria. Okay. They could be within the United States. Within the United States, a lot of people are staying here on the employment visa.
Right.
And now they don't want to go back to their country.
Yeah.
They like the lifestyle. They like living over here. And now they like to pursue with a permanent residency over here. And this is the best way to get it to the green card. And within 5 years time frame, you can be a citizen of this country.
No, this is very knowledgeable information.
Yes.
And I'm sure our viewers are really going to benefit from this.
Yes.
But, having you on the show, I must ask you, what's your process of evaluating a deal in real estate? Like when it comes to you, obviously you've been doing this for many, many years now. And, what does the process look like?
So we have the whole team is doing the due diligence of the project, underwriting the project. What's the one most important thing I look into it is I've never looked at the upside. Yes, we come up with the upside, we come up with the projections and all this stuff. I always look at the downside. The downside is that if there is any bit of the chance whether I'm going to lose money for my investors, and if I see a slightly chance over there, I don't do the project. The key thing is for me to protecting the asset of the investors. And that's why we've been so successful that in past 15 years time frame, we have done about 300 plus projects. We never lost the money, and hoping it'll continuously and the blessing continuously coming on us to remain that track record. When the investor bringing the money to us, I don't look at the equity. Behind that equity check, when they bring it to us, I look at the dream. I look at the sacrifice, what they have sacrificed behind that money. What kind of dream do they have with this money when they're going to make profit out of it? So it's a fiduciary responsibility on us to make sure not only to protect their money, but also grow their money.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Dhanani, for sharing that with
You're
us.
welcome.
And we'll be back after a short break.
Thank you.
Let's take a break.
Tempura frozen food, quick, easy and delicious. फ्रीजर से निकाला, कढ़ाई में डाला और मिनटों में तैयार. Super fast, super tempting. Tempura frozen food, the taste of perfection.
A for app, B for best, C for confidence से D for download करो इसे अपने फोन पे. Time is precious, order food delicious. सारा पाकिस्तान बोले food पापा. Rum pum pum, food पापा dum. Rum pum pum, food पापा dum. खाना लाइए मजे का खाना लाइए गरम. Rum pum pum, food पापा dum. Rum pum pum, food पापा dum.
हेलो फूड पापा वाले पिंटू की बर्थडे है.
घर में कुछ पकाना है, बाहर से कुछ मंगवाना है.
लंच में देसी फूड, बिरयानी, कढ़ाई वगैरह.
फास्ट फूड में पिज्जा, जिंगर, सैंडविच जरा देख लेना. बारबेक्यू, गोला कबाब, बिहारी बोटी, ईटीसी. सी फूड, आइसक्रीम, केक और बेवरेजेस. ग्रोसरी में सब मसाले, चटनी, केचप सारी डालें. सब्जियां, फ्रूट.
कैसा गोश्त भी भगवा लेना.
बेगम ने पकड़ा दी लिस्ट, कोई ना बहाना है. ट्रैफिक के झंझट में मुझे नहीं जाना है. रम पम पम, फूड पापा दम. रम पम पम, फूड पापा दम.
The law offices of Umar Khwaja is a Houston-based personal injury law firm. Founded in 2018 by attorney Umar Khwaja, the firm represents clients injured in car accidents, truck collisions, workplace incidents, and more, offering every client personal attention, honest guidance, and relentless advocacy. Whether you're facing medical bills, lost income, or insurance disputes, the law offices of Umar Khwaja is here to protect your rights. And with a proven track record and a commitment to results, they stand by their promise. If you've been injured, contact the law offices of Umar Khwaja. Let a trusted team fight for the recovery you deserve.
Anytime you've been injured in an auto accident or a workplace accident, a slip and fall, and it's not your fault, call the law office of Omar Khwaja. We're here to help you. 1-833-GET-OMAR, www.attorneyomar.com.
Nick Dhanani brought to the private equity game what no one else in the industry seemed to do. No promote fees, full transparency, and collective decision-making for everyone participating. During the last 14 years, DPEG has not lost a single dollar for their investors in over 250 projects. In 2021, DPEG averaged 33%, 46% annually. 2023, 47% annual return. These verticals include DPEG Property Management, DPEG Title, DPEG Insurance, DPEG Energy, DPEG Construction, DPEG Multifamily Development. And now introducing our most recent vertical, Dhanani EB5 International, where foreign investors can invest their money into DPEG projects to gain returns as well as a green card for U.S. residency. Having gained the trust and support of a strong community, soon enough, everyone that DPEG encountered in its path, from its preferred landscaper on retail properties to the in-house legal counsel that was hired for contract review, everyone started joining the DPEG family.
This company just started with Nikhil Dhanani, Ali Wadhwani, and myself, dreaming of making this company $100 million company. Today, we are celebrating $1.765 billion.
Welcome back to the show. So, Mr. Dhanani, I want to ask you, how does your firm use leverage?
So, leverage is a very critical thing in the real estate industry. You probably heard that a lot of people went under in the real estate, and that is due to leverage. If you have a little bit of knowledge in the real estate and you know how to use the leverage right, it's very difficult to lose money in the real estate. We do take a leverage, but we are very disciplined when we borrowing the money. On an average, our outstanding across the board are balanced not more than 50%. I typically don't like to borrow more than 65% when I'm purchasing the asset.
So, Mr. Dhanani, can you tell us about how your firm deals with Sharia compliance? If there's somebody that wants to invest, but they'll ask you that does this comply with Sharia law? So, how do you deal with that?
So, very interesting thing you asked me just happened recently. So, when we borrowing the money, it's not Sharia. Obviously, we're paying the interest on it. It's not Sharia. So, one of my dear friends recently came to me and said, Nick, I would like to purchase the property, but I would like to make it Sharia. And I said, well, if you're not going to take a leverage, obviously the return is going to go down. Okay. So if you like to make 18-20% return, you have to leverage it. But if you're buying all cash, your return is going to stay at about 10, 11, 12%. So how to bring that return from 10, 12% to 20% by doing the leverage, but it's not Sharia. So this is how we come up with. So what we decided that we're going to go ahead and open up the two company. Company A will purchase the asset, borrow the money, which is non-Sharia, and Company B, which will be the Sharia, they're going to go ahead and raise the money and take the equity, and Sharia company is going to go ahead and give the money to Company A, but not going to purchase the asset. Company A will be borrowing the money. Company A will be generating the money, and whatever the profit is happening in Company A, that belongs to Company B, because Company B have given the option money to them. And then 5 years later, Company B have an option to purchase this asset for the same price, what is the outstanding loan balance would be. Not the purchase price or the outstanding loan balance. Obviously, over the years, you putting the principal down, and the appreciation of the property. Everything belongs to company B. So company A is trying to sell it after 5 years. Company B have an option to go ahead and entitled to get all the profit for company A because they have an option on this property. So this is totally Sharia. We have taken this thing to, actually he has taken this thing to Maulvi Sahib and asked him that, okay, we are not borrowing the money, we're just investing in this one shell entity, which have an option to purchase this property. Is this compliance in the Sharia? And he got the positive feedback, yes, this is Sharia compliance. So definitely we can do Sharia.
Yeah. That's amazing, and that definitely opens up your projects to all kinds of investors.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I do want to, pick your brain about this, especially for our young audience. What role do you believe leverage can play in one's growth, and how do you balance between like fast growth versus slow growth? Is there a right way to do things?
So my cousin, that's his saying.
Yeah.
Never to be afraid of a leverage for expedite growth.
Okay.
But you need to be very, very disciplined when we're borrowing the money. Okay. Very disciplined when you're borrowing the money. You need to understand what is the right amount of the money which you can borrow. And when you're borrowing the money, obviously your cash flow is much bigger. So be very disciplined spending your money. Make sure to go ahead and fulfill your obligation towards your debt before you're spending that money.
Yeah.
But leverage does help to expedite the growth and bring the bottom line return.
Good. Thank you for sharing that advice. And also, if I'd ask you, what do the next 10 years look like for you and for Dhanani Group?
Okay. So everyone born with some sort of skill set. I was born with a skill set of making money.
Yeah.
And today I'm so blessed that I'm helping my 4,000 investors, making money for them. Not only making money for my investors, but also my employees who are dependent on me, and the economy of this country, which I'm supporting it. Coming 5-10 years next, from 4,000, I would like to reach out to 40,000, maybe 400,000 people out there. Okay, we have the infrastructure. We can grow this company. Today we are a $2 billion company. To take it to $20 billion company, we can do it. Yeah. We have the infrastructure in place, and I would like to go ahead and help everybody out.
Yeah, yeah. And we wish you the best of luck with doing that.
Thank you.
And lastly, I do want to ask you this. You just mentioned, you had the skill set of making money. Mm-hmm. Is this something that you think people are born with, or is this something that anybody can learn if they put their mind to it?
No, 100%. Anybody can learn it. Okay. You need to be within you. The passion, that hunger, the fire in your belly to make it, and you will make it. Okay, but if you'll sit very content and don't do anything about it, nothing comes out handy. Nothing comes out easy. When I started this company, I was so passionate about growing this company. For the first 13 years, I have never even taken the vacation. I decided not to go on vacation because I was too much involved in my own company.
Yeah.
All right. So every time I'm taking my family out on vacation, they're spending the week or two, but I'm going there every Friday and coming back Sunday because I need to go back to work on Monday. And a lot of people said, why you don't take vacations? And my answer was like, people go on vacation to enjoy.
Yeah.
When I'm going to the work, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. And can you please share a difficult moment in your life and how you got through that moment?
Not the difficult moment. I enjoy every bit of it. When I came to this country, I did not even have a jacket, and it was winter time, and it was cold outside, and I was riding in the metro bus. Maybe difficult at that time, I don't even remember, but when I look back, it does not bother me. Initially, when I started this company, a lot of people kept on telling me, oh, because of the market condition, he's making money, he's got lucky, or he's got this, or he's got... They were not giving a credit to the company and the team of the company who really work hard, okay? Really work hard to make money and repeatedly 300 projects, zero loss. It's commendable job,
Yeah.
and I give a credit to my team.
Yeah.
We have done a phenomenal job, and initially people had how long this company is going to sustain, when they're going to get busted or something like that, and they were sitting on the sideline,
Yeah.
not joining us. Slowly, surely, when they see his company's growth, and now they're coming in and joining the company, and that's the reason we started with from one investors, and today like 4,000 investors.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would not be surprised tomorrow will be 400,000 investors. I would
Yeah.
not be surprised.
What role do you think luck plays in a successful businessman?
I don't give too much credit to the luck, but I do give a credit to the blessing.
Okay.
अगर ऊपर वाले की blessing ना हो ना तो possible नहीं है. It's a right amount, the ingredient of everything. Your hard work, your experience, your knowledge, blessing from up there. Everything needs to fall in place, and you need to be at the right time at the right place.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you can name that blessing as a luck. You can do that, but to me, it's a blessing more than a luck.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. And what would you like people to remember Nick Dhanani as? What is your legacy?
Nick Dhanani is your humble servant. Just believe in us, trust us. I know it's your hard-earned money. And if you can invest in the DPAG, I'll assure you that we'll work really hard for your money, and we'll make sure to grow this money for you and for your legacy.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Dhanani, for taking out the
You're
time and sharing your lessons. And I'm sure this is going to inspire a lot of people.
Thank
you so much again.
Thank you, and thank you all the viewers.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Hum TV, for providing us with this platform. And thank you to our sponsors for sponsoring this show. See you next time with a new episode and a new guest.